Good morning, everyone. It is a gorgeous day here this Monday, the 7th of December, here in the heart of the Arkansas Delta. Good morning. It is my pleasure to come to you. I am actually on stage this morning. I just wanted to let you be able to see some of the incredible Christmas decorations that we have on our stage. So what my plans are is from now till Christmas is to do our live so that you can see some of these incredible decorations. They're absolutely immaculate. The ladies and the gentleman that did this, it's just gorgeous. Okay, you can't say anything about it. You can get a bigger picture if you saw our service yesterday. You were able to see an awful lot of the stage, but hopefully, over the next several days, you'll be able to see our decorations in its entirety. But they are absolutely gorgeous, and I am so thankful that we have a group of folks that love it. This is their passion. And I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you because there's many of you who are not going to be able to be with us in person this year. And we know that there's some that are even out of town, out of state, that are very faithful to our coffee chats in the morning. And so we just want to share a little bit more Ridgewood with you. Good morning, Judy. Good morning. Glad you're here. When you get in, get on, say hello, just like Miss Judy and Miss Denise have. Say hello to us. Let us know who all is going to hang out with us this day. And then you remember, anytime that you hit the like button, the heart button, that care button, what you're doing is you're just sending it out there a little bit further. And then I want to always encourage you to hit the share button. Always hit the share button. All that does is just get it out there to your friends, your family, and it puts it, way out there a whole lot farther than you and I could ever imagine. But that is what's going on here this Monday morning. We are trying to get in and get around. I've got several things I've got to record this morning and get ready for the next several days. And so that's why I'm out here on the stage as well. But I wanted to show that to you. We had an incredible service yesterday. It was a great service. Our worship team really did a good job. I was just so blessed by the singing yesterday, just so good. And as we move closer to the holidays, we will be having a lot of Christmas music that we will be singing in our morning service. And so you can look forward to that if you join us online, or if you catch that thing on the rewind. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Matter of fact, I'll be working on music today. And I was talking to Becky and the ladies yesterday that this is going to kind of be the direction. We're going to look at pretty much traditional Christmas hymns. And then we'll be doing quite a bit of praise and worship in the middle of that. So that is going to be our sets for the next couple of weeks. I hope that yesterday's message really spoke to you. As we began this new Christmas message series. I know that the title sounds a little bit strange, but it really makes sense. It's really a real deal thing. A very COVID Christmas is the title of our sermon series for this Christmas. And I'm just going to tell you, when you start looking at things under that pandemic eye, you really begin to see that, it mirrored a lot that was going on, in the days of Mary and Joseph. And yesterday we talked about the complete necessity of the virgin birth. And so if you were not able to catch that message or be with us online, you can go back right here on Facebook Live and you can watch that, or you can catch it over on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, or on our website, lovemyrbc.com, and click on the sermon page. That's all uploaded there. But we took a very in-depth look yesterday at the virgin birth. And so I really want to get you there. If you were here or if you were able to watch it, I'd love your thoughts. I hope that God spoke to you through that. But anytime you want to share your thoughts, I'd love to do that. Good to see our friends, the Allens from Marianna. Good morning. Glad you guys are here. Looks like Jack and Sandy are hanging out with us this morning. Good morning, folks from Colt, Arkansas. Good morning. Glad you guys are here. This looks like a typical week. I don't see anything out of the ordinary as far as scheduling goes. We will have, Lord willing, our typical morning coffee chats somewhere in that 8:30, 9 o'clock time slot. Tomorrow night, it's Zoom with Brother Larry. Then that's at 7 o'clock. Wednesday night at 6:30. It is Wednesday night live online, and we're going to wrap up our study of the 12 disciples. That's this coming Wednesday night, and we have saved that one disciple for the last. Judas Iscariot is the one we're going to look at, the one who sold out Jesus. So that is all coming Wednesday night at 6:30. Thursday morning, Lord willing, we will be back with Miss Pat at 10 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to that, getting back into the book of Philippians. So that is all taking place. So be praying for us as we prepare for all of our online broadcast that is going to be taking place. Please pray for Brother Larry as he'll be teaching. Tomorrow night, pray for Miss Pat as she'll be teaching on Thursday. Pray for me as I'll be getting prepared for the Wednesday night live with the Bible study, and also pray for me as I will be seeking God's face as well for our next step, our next direction for our Sunday morning series, A Very COVID Christmas. This is a great time that if you have friends or family members that are here, that are local, that are looking for a church, they just need to hear a clean word from God. This is a great time of year to invite them and to bring them. And I know we're dealing with a pandemic. I get that. I understand that. But I also understand that if we can, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, we need to go ahead and get in back into the church complex. And so I want to encourage you to make plans to join us in person, if you possibly physically can, to come on in this coming Sunday. 9:30 Sunday school, and then at 10:30 our morning worship starts. But again, if you can, if you don't feel good, if you've been around somebody that has tested positive, if you are positive, if you are sick in any way, shape, form, or fashion, then we understand that it is best that you stay home and join us right here online. We understand that. Hey, we are in 2 Corinthians, and by the way, we are beginning to wrap up this book. We'll wrap it up this week. Today we're in chapter 12, I think. Yeah, chapter 12. And we're only going to look at a couple of verses, a couple of very specific verses, matter of fact. And the thing is that these three verses are very unique, but you can't separate them from what has already been taking place in the first 10 verses. And so I pray that you had an opportunity to read this yesterday in our daily Bible reading, because it's all going to go together. Today will not make sense to you if you did not read yesterday. And so if you have not, I want to encourage you to make sure you do that. Along with our Bible reading, I also want to share with you that today is day 7. Today's the 7th of December, so that means you should be reading Luke chapter 7 today. That is on our Bible reading plan. Today we start a brand new week of a Bible memory verse, and so we're going to go directly to the Christmas story. We looked at this yesterday, and we will look at it for the next couple of weeks. This is a verse right out of the Christmas story. It is Luke 1:37. You should already know this. Luke 1:37, and it simply says this: "For with God nothing will be impossible." For with God nothing will be impossible. So make sure that this is one that you lock and load, okay? For with God, nothing will be impossible. It doesn't say nothing can be. It says nothing will be. There's nothing at any time, any way, shape, form, or fashion that God simply cannot do. For with God, nothing will be impossible. That's Luke 1:37. So that's going to be our memory verse for the week. All right. I do hope you're enjoying the backdrop of the Christmas trees. I'd love your thoughts of if you were here on campus yesterday, or if you were able to see it. I'd love your thoughts of the stage decorations. Like I said, the team just really knocked it out of the park this past week. Actually, they were even up here doing a little bit of tweaking even on Saturday night as I came up and make my final rounds. They were still up here doing just a little bit more. So love their heart, I love their passion, and I love their commitment. I really do. Okay, we are in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, 2 Corinthians chapter 11, and we're going to look beginning, chapter 12, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, and we're going to start at verse 11, and we're looking at 11, 12, and 13. And this is what Paul says. He says, "I have become a fool in boasting. You have compelled me. For I ought to have been commended by you. For in nothing was I behind the most eminent apostles, though I am nothing. And so what he is doing, what he is doing is he is letting them know that they should have actually been commending him for what he was doing, but instead they were literally making him out to be a fool. And he's really letting them have, thank you, Sandy. They did. They really did a great job. But they were not. They were literally they were ridiculing him. Let's read it again. We'll keep going. I have become a fool in boasting. You have compelled me, for I ought to have been commended by you. For in nothing was I behind the most eminent apostles, though I am nothing. Truly, the signs of an apostle were accomplished among you with all perseverance in signs and wonders and mighty deeds. For what is it in which you were inferior to other churches, except that I myself was not burdensome to you? Forgive me this wrong. He's really, he's on their case right there. The thing is that this really talks about several things that Paul has been involved in. We've seen Christian maturity through trials and troubles and tribulations. We've seen how divine power is manifested to those who are humble. We've seen God's grace being discovered to be sufficient, especially through suffering. We've seen the marks, and this is really where he's talking about. It's the marks of apostolic authority. That's hard for me to say, especially on a Monday morning. The marks of apostolic authority, is really where he's at, and he's honing in on in those three verses that we just looked at. And what they are humility, suffering, and weakness. Humility, suffering, and weakness. And they are modeled by the suffering servant who is Jesus Christ. So that's Paul all in the middle of that, taking care of that. Tomorrow, we're going to look probably at the rest of the chapter, starting at verse 14, and we're going to be looking at the love for the church. That's all tomorrow in 2 Corinthians chapter 13. Folks, I pray you have an incredible day. Today is December the 7th. That means that it is Pearl Harbor Day. A very solemn day in our nation. And so let's just remember those that were affected, the families, because it is still a mind-numbing event that took place many, many years ago. That is all I've got. If you need anything, we will be here at the office today, 633-1121. But again, if you had not catch yesterday's sermon, or maybe you just wanted to go back and take a few notes, that's right here. Just scroll down a little bit further on our page, and you can find yesterday's message, or you can catch it on YouTube or on our Facebook or on our website, lovemyrbc.com, and click on the sermon page. That is all right there. The promotional video that we have for this current sermon series is pinned to the top of this page. It should be the first post you see. And so I just want to encourage you when you get done today is to share that. Share that as a means of inviting others to join you here on campus or to join you online. It's okay, even if you're not going to be here. Click it, share it, and then invite others to watch with you. That is how we share the gospel. Folks, enjoy this Monday. If you get out, it is a little cool. It's about 35, 36 degrees. So a little kind of crisp. There's some frosting, on the grounds, on the roofs. And so just be careful. Dress a little bit warm. That is all I have for this Monday. Just know I love you guys tons. If you need anything, let us know. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.